Hello everybody and welcome back to the coolest dog training channel right here on YouTube. I'm Tom Davis, America's Canine Educator. Today, I have something for you that we haven't done before. We have a horse in the back, a legitimate horse. No, I'm kidding. But it is a 170-pound dog that stands, his head stands about here, and he is a Great Dane. He came in with severe anxious behaviors, obviously pulling on the leash because he's a horse. And so this dog needs a full tune-up, full tutorial. So I'm gonna walk you through. He's in the back of the kennel right now. He took 3 people and a mop bucket to get him into the kennel. We used the bucket to kind of push his back end in, just so you know what I mean by a mop bucket. So I'm gonna go in the back and I'm gonna just show you the process from start to finish. Anything that takes like a long period of time, I'm gonna walk him around a little bit. We'll montage that around. But this is a full tutorial on what I would do with a dog with extreme anxiety, extreme fear, and weighs 170 pounds. Here we go. Shh, it's okay. Shh. We have a team going back. See you, Morgan. Everybody wave to Morgan. We're gonna go back just because he's just so powerful, so big. And so we're gonna have a couple people come back with us just to make sure everything goes, hopefully, semi-smooth. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of desensitizing the area a bit. And as you can see, he's very afraid of the kennels. So it's probably gonna be challenging getting him back in, but we're gonna take our time with him. Big guy. Potty. Okay. All right. It's okay, buddy. We're gonna bring him up to the front room because he just wants to bite me at this point, which is obviously not good. We have had problems with him like getting really grumbly when he doesn't want to do something. And like right there, he grumbled at me and reached for me, which is obviously extremely dangerous with a dog this size because he could literally kill you because he's right here. Not good at all. Oh, hold on. Let me get out my treats really quick to train this dog not to pull me. Super anxious, super strong, super big, super nervous, fear. And like I said, he does get very grumbly, and then there he lashed out. And you just have to be careful with a dog like this because what happens is they get so frustrated and then they just turn red zone and they can just go. So obviously, again, because of his size, it's a very, very serious problem. So we're gonna try everything we can to help with the process. But right now, what I'm gonna try to do is just get him comfortable. I'm not gonna try to really train him yet. Come on, buddy. As a dog owner, you have a ton of responsibility for socialization, muzzle training, leash training. And again, this is a type of dog, like I don't care what you do or what you believe in or what your ideology is or what it is that you think is right or wrong. You 100%, whether this dog is vicious or not, have to have control of this dog at all times because of his size. So I want to talk about when you get a dog like this, the reality of what you're dealing with. Again, he's 170 pounds of complete muscle. There's like not a lot of fat on this dog. I am never, ever, and no one should walk a dog on a harness that's this powerful. Even half of his size, you shouldn't walk a dog on a harness. Flat collar, obviously a complete safety issue because of his size. If you look at the way that this is designed and any harness that it's designed, he has full control. He's using his entire front end and his shoulders, plus his chest and his 2 front stub of legs to pull him forward. So to use a harness on a dog like this to actually go for like a structured walk in control, you would use a harness for going to the bathroom, going on a hike, something like that, and that's applicable to any dog. But you're never gonna use a harness when you're walking in public places with this because God forbid something happened, you're gonna lose all control of this dog. You're gonna let go of him just because of his strength, and he's then just gonna take off and all bad things can happen from there. You obviously don't wanna use a flat collar just because the the buckles on flat collars are typically plastic, and in this case, his is. Hey, buddy. Good boy. And he's very anxious, so I'm just gonna, shh, it's okay, shh, shh, shh. Good. If I put a slip collar on a dog like this, which basically means the slip would go like this on his neck. Hi, buddy. And then he's so powerful that he's gonna use the weight of his neck, and it's gonna come out like this, and it's gonna either pop this off, dangerous, or it's gonna choke him out and do a lot of damage to his neck and his skin, because this is just one little piece of rope putting pressure in one spot. So the reason why prong collars were invented originally is to evenly distribute pressure on a dog like this. And I wish that he would cooperate to show you guys this, but he's not going to, and it's not fair for me to push him because he got here today. But basically, if this were to go on his neck like this, like so picture this on this dog's neck all the way around, it's gonna evenly distribute pressure. So when you correct him like this, it's gonna distribute pressure all the way around and kind of lift him up and give him that correction that he needs. So it's not gonna be unfair and unsafe for him, because it's not gonna completely just have one spot of pressure like the slip collar would. It's gonna go pop, 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 pop all the way around the dog's neck, and it's gonna be way safer of a pressure than anything else that we can put on this dog. A couple things about this dog is he's gotten away with everything, mainly because of his size. And so that's created a literal monster, because you can't cut his nails. Let me see that. I'll show you guys his nails really quick. It's like really bad. So like, as you can see, like can't cut his nails, can't bring him to the vet. So it's a problem. So like having a dog that's telling you what to do your entire life ultimately is going to do a lot of damage to the dog. It's not cute. And the owners aren't thinking all of this. I'm just telling you guys at home that it's not cool. It's not cute. It's not fair to let your dog do whatever they want because you love them, because you're actually creating a lot more problems in the long run, because your responsibility is to teach this dog wrong from right, not to say that the whole world is great. So I just had this idea that popped in my head. Basically, when he redirects and is a jerk, he growls and kind of comes at me. So I tied him to my post here. And when he is going to like do that, I'm just going to walk away, and it kind of keeps me safe. So even if he grabs me, he's only got one part of my body instead of my whole body. So I'm going to see if I can work this in. Boy. And one thing too is like he wants to leave. So I'm using the gate as like an positive reinforcement to hopefully get some equipment on. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Good. Good. So scratch that idea. He's just not having it. And sometimes you just got to switch gears, because that's what dog training's about. It's not a one-road show. It's how many tools you have in your toolbox, how many different routes can you take. I think that that's what makes a balanced, creative, potentially successful dog trainer, because dogs are constantly changing up their ideas as well, so you have to be able to do the same thing. So I'm going to work him with this and just work on threshold stuff. And again, I just want to make this video just so you guys can see what I would do in this situation, because I think it's valuable to anybody out there working with a similar dog, regardless of if he's a horse or not. So I don't want anybody to think like he's mean, because he's not. He's just been, somebody's allowed him to get away with everything in his life because it was probably cute when he was a puppy. And now, as you can see, it's a really big issue. He's a good boy. Okay. Shh. Shh. Phooey. Shh. So I'm just going to let him do this. It's okay. The problem is I'm getting him too frustrated to work, which again, as you're seeing, is very dangerous for a dog this size. So I have to, but I also can't let him win, because that's the reason why he's here in the first place, is because he's gone over and over and over and over again, winning and winning and winning. Not good. So, oh, good. idea of just going through something that he doesn't feel comfortable with, hoping and praying that it transfers in the back when we put him into the, because the overall thing is getting it, so the micro is he's going across the thing. And the bigger macro or the bigger picture would be that he's allowing us to tell him to do something that he doesn't want to do, and he's letting us help him by teaching him things. Good boy. Thank you. Good boy. Jakey. Yes, a good boy. Good boy. Let's go. Good boy. Jakey. Good boy.
Already done.
Mission accomplished. I just walked him into the kennel and he did really good. The only reason I was able to do that was simply because I walked him back. And if you notice in the video when we go back, my intentions were really clear. My shoulders were straight, my breathing was good, everything was good. So I'm gonna take that as a win for today. And tomorrow we'll film episode 2. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And we'll talk in the next episode. Thanks for watching.